man, so a common thing that I'm always talking about is how I love that media is decentralized now and the athletes ain't gotta be no watered down version of themselves. They can talk their shit and go even harder and tell the truth. And help control narratives. So what's going on today? You know, the other day we spoke about Russell Wilson being benched and he's going to eventually be cut by the Denver Broncos. A lot of that is due to Sean Payton not liking the man for whatever reason. Now, we got Shannon Sharpe, RC, Ryan Clark, and Ocho Cinco that are all speaking on the situation. Now, like I told you, I love that these former athletes are speaking in this way in defense of the guys that's currently on the field. You feel me? Now, one of my favorite quotes is actually coming from someone who isn't an athlete, and that is Bomani Jones. But if you follow him, he's always very defensive of players. Now, this person says Russell Wilson is going to walk away from the Broncos with $142 million after delivering 11 wins. He hasn't been wronged. Now, Bo says in response, whether he's been wronged is its own discussion, but the measure ain't the salary. There's a word for people who think money is a fair trade for getting funked. You know, and I like that he said that because that was the point that I made in my last video. The fact is, he was done wrong. Even though he's making money, he was done wrong in the way that they're going about handling the situation. And for further details, let's first start off with Shannon Sharpe.
Denver Broncos is benching his $242 million contract. The franchise.
That's bullshit.
The franchise.
That's bullshit.
The blockbuster trade. Let me finish. Russ is expected to be cut by the Broncos in March for almost 2 months.
Bullshit. Patrick Mahomes and Wilson's numbers are identical. So I'm trying to understand the move by the Broncos is simply a money move.
Ocho, this is why I tell players, why y'all taking pay cuts? Why y'all giving team discounts? You see what they do to you?
Right.
You see what they do to you?
Yeah.
The NFL owners have done a great job because they're the only group of people that can convince the common folk. The millionaires are more selfish than the billionaires. And what they frame it as, if a millionaire doesn't give a billionaire a pay cut, he's selfish. He doesn't want to win.
And I agree, man. Keep this in the back of your minds when it comes to dealing with these folks. I understand some situations you may want to ring, and for certain teams, winning a championship may help you in the long run in certain markets. So I understand for certain teams, that's like the Dallas Cowboys or maybe the New York Jets. It's certain markets that if you perform well there, then you could have a lifetime of money rolling into your pockets. It's some markets, but that don't work for every damn team though. Every team can't get that damn discount. And even the Dallas Cowboys, they even will still pay you. Jerry gonna drop that bread. He don't care. He's going to look foolish if he thinks he can win. So even Jerry, making all the money he makes in his market, is still going to pay players and do what he thinks is the right thing to do as far as the money, the bread, all that good shit. Now, Ocho Cinco spoke some more on IG Live. Check him out right here.
I can't wait to talk about the Russell Wilson situation. Boy, it's a dirty business. You hear me? Boy, it's a dirty business. It always has been. It always has been. That's why when you play the game, you got to play it your way. You got to play it your way. You got to play it your way while you're in it. So you don't have no regrets. Boy, it's a dirty game, bro. You have to understand how owners think. They love brand new toys. They love new toys. They love new toys. I hate to say it in that manner. But I like Russell Wilson going to the Steelers. What y'all think? I like Russell Wilson to the Steelers. You got a Super Bowl winning quarterback. He has the pedigree of knowing how to win. You got a great coach in Tomlin. I think it'd be a good one. I think it would be a good one.
Now, I just told y'all the same damn thing. Ocho, what you watching my video, man? I just told y'all the same damn thing. But to drive home the point once again, be you, because no matter what, these teams are going to find an excuse, no matter what, to do what's best in their interest. Now, one of the most fire takes is coming from RC, Ryan Clark on ESPN, and he goddamn flame Sean Payton, called that boy a thug, and said, you had the right one because you couldn't do that to any old player. Check out what RC got to say right here.
Doesn't make it okay. Hey, like from a business standpoint, I agree with you. You know, Mike T, like they're making the decision based on money and the financials. And when Daniel says this is the deal that we signed or we offered Russell Wilson, it's not the deal that we or us did because Sean Payton wasn't there.
True.
Right?
True.
And so the business of it is not a problem to me. But let's be honest, Sean Payton has behaved as a thug since he became the coach of the Denver Broncos. Immediately when he gets in the building, he starts to undercut Russell Wilson personally and professionally from his first press conference on. He tells Russell Wilson, you have to stop kissing babies, stop behaving as if you're running for office. Nobody kissed more babies in New Orleans than Drew Brees. Period, point blank. From the beginning, he walked into this building and he had a point to prove when it came to Russell Wilson. You're going to be just like everybody else. I'm going to treat you just like I treat everyone else on the team. That's not the way it works with franchise quarterbacks. Right? With a franchise quarterback, he's talked to differently. There are conversations instead of being talked at. You don't berate them on the sideline against the Detroit Lions because you don't agree with their play. We watched Sean Payton in New Orleans for a decade and a half, never treat his quarterback this way. And so now as you move through and you hear about the phone call, you hear about talking to his representatives about restructuring or doing whatever they wanted him to do to the contract, this was just a means to an end for Sean Payton. This was going to happen at some point. It just happened toward the end of the I don't believe there was a thing Russell Wilson could do to make Sean Payton like him. I think from a personality standpoint, it was a bad match. I think schematically, it was a bad match. But my point is this. My point is this. Let's hold Sean Payton to some sort of professional accountability. His behavior as the head coach of the Denver Broncos is unacceptable. If I'm the Walton family, I do not want somebody representing me this way. And I want to say this about Russell Wilson, because Russell Wilson takes a hell of a lot of heat. The humility that Russell Wilson has shown, the professionalism that Russell Wilson has shown inside of that building while being treated that way by that man, all I got to say to Sean Payton is you lucky you had the right one.
Now, this is what these owners and executives did not want. And that's for these athletes to control the narrative in this manner. Now, the media is a powerful tool and it's been used to spread propaganda for years. But with the media now being decentralized, athletes don't have to be on their best behavior anymore to get a job at ESPN, NBC, ABC, Fox, etc. And me and you, the fans, we're more informed and smarter, and we're not going to allow them to piss on our heads and tell us it's raining. We understand contracts now, we understand incentives, and we understand why our favorite franchise running back is splitting touches with bums. We get it. We understand. And this is why it used to piss me off. I ain't gonna lie, it used to piss me off when Shannon Sharpe used to sit with Skip Bayless and kick athletes' backs in to no avail. Like, you don't have to prove that you're down with them, the powers that be. You get more respect when you give us the perspective that's not always understood by the majority of fans. Not saying that athletes shouldn't be held accountable for their play. That's not what I'm saying at all. Don't get me wrong. But when you're an athlete, a former athlete, that helps with forming narratives about a player's character, that's the problem. That's a problem. For instance, when Shannon and Skip used to frequently say that Russell Westbrook was traded away by 3 teams during his time with the Lakers, and alluding to the point that none of them wanted to deal with him anymore, when he was the person who requested all 3 of the goddamn trades from the Rockets, OKC, the Wizards. Russ requested all them damn trades, but they was pushing a narrative about him that damn near was about to get the man pushed out of the goddamn league. It took for the players that was in the league to say, hell no, hold on, what the hell y'all doing? Why y'all talking about this man this way? And it be funny to me, I ain't gonna lie, because Shannon be sitting on there with former Lakers players like, what my homie named Trevor Ariza, and having amnesia about how he used to join in the Russ slander while, speaking to people like that shit didn't exist. But never mind. I'm glad that Shannon's on this side of things after being very critical to Russell Wilson, in regards to his performance on the field as a Denver Broncos. But back to Sean Payton, he's not low. You ain't low, my boy. And the narrative is now being formed about him. And if this rebuild doesn't go perfect, then his ass will get the boot with no remorse. All right. That's what I like to see. We keeping that same energy all around the board. And shout out once again to the former athletes that's in media handling business the right way. Y'all gotta let me know what y'all think in the comment section below. This another update with Stace. Yo, the new year's coming up and you may be trying to get into the best shape of your life. I got you, man. I got the best weight loss fitness program that's helping me go from the body of a fat slob to the physique of a Greek god. I've gone from 274 pounds to 237 within a matter of months. And listen, just go to the SLOB to God website. Any purchase on there, any purchase comes with the workout program and the meal plan that I've been using. And if you have any questions, anything about anything in regards to this weight loss journey, DM me on Instagram or TikTok right now at SLOB to God. That link is in the description. Let's unlock our potential and go from SLOB to God.